Hello, comrades. It's Premier Rever, and I am back at the most beautiful city of Neuve Revergrad. And I think we're ready to take a look. I think we've got things a little bit settled here, except I was sitting here just ready to start the video, so this is why I left it paused. Sometimes I pause it to get the video started. And I saw a couple question marks way over here, and I said, oh, that's right. The guys told me about having burned down a building. Look, this guy managed to get stuck in this block when the building burned down. So anyway, I was looking at this and saying, well, where is the fire company? It's kind of amazing that never burnt down before. I mean, I guess I don't. Oh, that was probably a diesel thing here, but I'm pretty sure this was our electrical. And then I thought, well, is there a better place to move it to? Like, if we have to rebuild it, would I put it someplace else? And I'm not really sure. We have this electrical thing over here, and then we also have a fire company here these days now, and they have firefighters in there. I think part of our problem was this dirt road, which, none of this road over here existed. So what I was thinking is we put it back in the same exact place, but we also put a road up this way. So let's come over here and go ahead and just level out a little bit more, I guess, hopefully we can. Good. Yeah, it looks like we'd almost get a road right up there without any hoop-de-doo. Yeah, good. All right, maybe a little bit more level action. There you go. I don't think we need to level that, but I'm feeling the urge. All right, so now we got to delete some of this stuff. I did get a suggestion from Radomir that yeah, we're not going to really, this guy, I'm not sure how this guy got in there. Oh, I guess he got in there, and then this other one probably came up behind him, but he must have been just right there. So it's going to cause a bit of a problem to get it right back in the same position, which could be a bit of a problem because then we're going to have, I want to be far enough from this one that we can get a signal in there. So I think what we might need to do is we might need to, let me get this deleting done. We might need to just build this track cheaty. Well, I think I'm going to put it back in there, at least the track portion. Well, I need to get these trains off of here. I think if they recognize they can't come in here, they might try to find another way. But in the meantime, I think I need to just at least get them off of this track. I think would be fair enough emergency construction, right? So if we just come in here and say purchase that for a second, and then hopefully nobody else, oh, you know what we can do before we even, yeah, let's do one thing at a time. Purchase it. All right, and then what we're going to do is we're going to come down here and make it so that no one else can get onto this track. Now, there was another suggestion that I put, and I think I could agree with that. I think I could just replace this. Like, if I come up here, I would put it here, I think. Oops. Okay, sorry. Can I just put you... No, okay. So I have to delete you first. Stop switching. There you go. Sorry. So let's go over to this one. And the reason for this was, and I'll say, I'm not a big hotkey user in games. You may have even read the comment from one of the last videos. But this way I could hit 1 and 2 to put in signals, but more importantly, when I want to get rid of my extra nodes, it might be good. Now, for some reason in games, I don't tend to use that too much, and I don't mind doing that because really, if I can just get over to this road, then I'm okay, right? So, in any event, this should be a regular signal, right? And we're going to put it this way so that no trains can use this track. And I probably should, we got this guy over here. Yeah, we need to get him out of there as well, don't we? Well, we should probably just build both of them. Alright, let's just build both. And then we're going to come over to here with the chain signal and flip this one in that direction, right? We're gonna wait for the game save, and then we'll play a little bit of time. Let's purchase this one. All right, and then this guy should be able to flip around. And you should be able to get out of here now. Then hopefully nobody else comes in there for a minute. Come on, you can do it. Yes. Good. All right, so let's go take a look real quick. We'll open up this thing and see. Building is on fire, extinguished. Yeah, I do, well, it would be nice if there was a different electrical connection. Yeah. It would be nice if there was a different way of doing this, right? Where you could, where it would, I don't know, give you some other different kind of message. Oop, there's another one. Large aggregate storage. We'll put that one up here just while we're waiting. Now, why are you? Oh, because I don't have more signaling. That's all right. We'll get this guy off here. Let's see. Do we have another? Any others? Yeah. See, that's the problem. See all those messages there that I haven't. That's the issue for me. Like all of those messages, nothing burnt down. Then I closed the one that I had open. Too many escapings. Yeah, let's no. Oh, it doesn't take you back to the beginning. There you go. Shrink that one. Close that, stop hitting escape, and then let's come up here and no, not cancel semaphore. We're gonna get rid of all of this up to about there. That, and then we need railroad electrical connection. Spin around this way so it looks like, oops, so it looks like we can see. All right, and then oh, missed. Good. Now, oops, one thing I wanted to check. Good. Yeah, we could put. Well, let's see. Let me do this. Let me commit. I'm just going to rebuild the track, I think. Because it's going to be a major pain trying to get construction crews. Well, it could be. Pretty big pain to get the construction crews up here to do those little bits of track. But then we'll do this, El Manuel, which will be penalty enough for having let it burn down, right? And then this guy can go this way and right, and then we don't need a signal on the other side. Oh, look, it got rid of some of the nodes. That would be nice. Do you notice that it didn't leave nodes there? Normally it would have in the past. So these nodes are here because it's an intersection, but that's good. It reset itself. All right, so let's do another thing that... Wait a second, why is that? I don't have a... Don't these have road connections on both sides? No. Okay. Let's do that all over again. Maybe I can get by with just where those signals were. I thought for sure it had a road connection on both sides. I didn't really pay enough attention now, did I? Yeah, let's get rid of... I'll just use this bulldoze tool. Is that too close? No. Now, I'll be curious. Does it get rid of... Oops. Does it get rid of those nodes? I don't want to purchase any other track by accident. Yes. Well, let's see. I have to be in the right mode. All right, so now what I was going to say was I'd like to put a gravel road in here. And I think I would come off of like there, say. Right, why create another road node? And then, well, that's a shame. I made two really close poles right there. Now this, I think, well, I don't want to purchase anything by accident. All right, good. Well, that took a while. There you go. All right, so now this guy, I think, will be as good as anyone to work on this. I did go around before the episode and assign a lot of construction projects. Then let's check one more thing. Oh, look, I'm already using the hotkey. Thank you, Radomir. Yeah, look, it got rid of those extra nodes. Good. So then now, this would be... oh, look, it doesn't switch over to this. Does it switch? No. Not sure why that doesn't switch. That would be extra nice. Just to open up the menu, if nothing else. There we go. So I think I got that signaling, and then I think I can put this signaling back. Like if they want to get, if once they find a path, they can find a path, right? And then that way I won't forget. All right, so there we go. Oh, and I closed that darn building again right before we were going to go over to it. Now, what are you doing? Are you redifying yourself? Yes. Do we need this crisscross here? No. So this signal is red because of this crisscross. Now, why this guy didn't have a problem before, I don't know. Right? Like you would think he would have had a problem before. Now, we can talk about it, the need of another signal here. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty short train coming in and out. This one should never really be coming in and out at all. But this is a pretty long one. It's not going to fit in there. So we're probably better off without the extra signaling. So that this, because this train would box it all up anyway. All right, so let's delete that crisscross. We've done our construction in there. Right, and that turns that signal red because this is all like a big box. Really, yeah, this signal should probably come out of here as well. I think that it's not going to make that much difference. Now, hopefully there's enough length from here to here, but it doesn't matter. See how this guy's like just really too long for this whole situation? So that really just means we can only put one train. Well, no, we could put two trains because he can flip around in here. We just never put a longer train than this, which is fine. We don't probably even need a train that long. So let's get rid of this guy. All right. Yeah, that should be a... yeah. So we got a chain signal here, which won't let them in unless this signal's clear. No, I really don't know that we need a train unless we have like an exit. And I don't know... yeah, I guess we should just hold him up. If this one's red, just hold him up for a minute. We could do a little tiny improvement, moving these signals a bit closer maybe, but I think we're okay. Now, let's, for the not first time, go find out where the other building we burnt down was. Oh, so now we're burning buildings down in here. You know what? Do we have... Yeah, we have a firehouse. Do we have... Need firefighters. And we don't have any buses. All right, so this would have been a storage. All right, so let's come over and see when I click on this one, it opens this window, and I like that a lot because it's almost like it's almost more helpful as a window opener because they've decided, especially because they decided to put like half the stuff on one window. Like, why can't you have everything on one? Right? It's not like you got that many buttons. When you open this up, you got like all these buttons. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know that I need infrastructure somehow different than construction, but we should need one of these, which is a large storage, which would be in here. And hopefully we can put it back in. All right, let's spin it around. It's always a little bit delicate putting these back in here. Yeah, see, like you put them down before all this stuff is built. I'm afraid that I might need to see how we're hitting that conveyor. Like it'll let us put the up. There we go. Yeah, but see, I don't know if that's gonna. Yeah, I don't know that that's gonna work. We'll see. Come on, I had it and then I wiggled again. Oh, there it was. Look. Yeah, see, I don't think this is going to get back into there. Yeah, see, it's just... Yeah. All right, you know what? I'm going to pause it just for my sake of sanity. We're going to have to destroy this conveyor over here, I think. Yeah, let's go. Oops. Now we got to destroy this. All right, now we can put this guy a little bit further this way. Back more, I think this is where he was. And I'm pretty sure, oh, don't touch that. There you go. So we can get to that, and we can get to that. And then this needs to be rebuilt. Building is now in the way. So I built it a little bit further. It would be, I don't know, what do you guys, yeah, let's see, make sure we're, yeah, building is in the way. So we got to come back a little bit more. Destroy the road. What do you guys think? Would it be better if we could... Would it be better if we could rebuild the building like as it was? I'm not sure how hard that would be to code, but... In other words, like instead of having it just disappear, could it just become like a shell of itself? Almost like some version of like what it is right now, where it's you know, not, we could still destroy the conveyors and whatnot, but it would just become like a blacked out version. I mean, I know you might not be able to see black, red, you know, like just fire build, and then you'd have to come in and just reassign them to rebuild that. All right, so there we go. So we're going to recommit to building that building. And we did have a gravel path or gravel road up to there. And then let's come over to here. Let's play time again. And then I know we have, oh, you know what? We have some buses right here. Is this Monte Corba? So why did we take the buses off? All right, Bricksville. Let's see, what is this? Let's make sure it's a good... Is it a good place to get people? Well, it's about the only place to get people. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why we turn those off. Now, we should probably wait until that guy gets a good part of the ways down there. Not that they won't become all jammed up again, but we'll wait till this guy gets down there. We'll give him a minute or two. But other than that, things are coming along okay. So I think that's the 2 building that you guys noticed burning down, and it's now like 20 minutes into the episode, and I finally halfway have it taken care of. So I'm noticing that we're really making good progress in here, and the only thing I don't like about all of this is that we're really getting to the point where it's like, until I get this power fired up, I don't want to do too many other things. I can see that guy's like right here. We'll give him another minute. Talk about, this is what I wanted to actually talk about to begin the episode, is turn off the wireframe. Is Neuve Revergrad. And I think that the people we have in here are reasonably happy, other than they can't find a kindergarten. So I wanted to talk about our radio stations. And we should be able to... Oh, yeah, you know what? Well, you don't really quite have this area fully done because we need this bus stop built. That's right. Kind of half forgot about that. It's taken forever and a day to get this road done. And I do have the guy assigned to go do some other things, like pave a few other roads and whatnot. So why don't I pause the video since I got so long distracted here. We'll start this up. We've recovered from our fire vehicles. But when we come back, we'll take a look at the actors and the staff that we're getting into here and talk about these radio stations. But that'll give me a minute. I think, yeah, to get this built would be nice. And there's nothing else really that exciting other than, and I didn't really play much time for it. We're really getting pretty close over here. A lot of our oil field is up. I mean, it's up enough that if we had better power into here... Do we have power there? Buildings without power supply. So, yeah, so we have to get this worked on. Right, and might as well assign that right now. Good, you work on that. And that would get power into here, which would mean we would have oil. We also have a little bit of power over here, but then, these buildings are getting, like half of it, I think, could almost run. Again, we got a pipe missing there. Little things like that. And I'm sure we're missing something else that's vital. But we got people in here now, and... I don't see any reason why we really wouldn't be pretty soon firing this up. So that's all right. So we'll let a little bit more time pass just to get this done over here, which, yeah, this road's just taking forever and a day. But it looks like see, we don't have the resources on here. So let me play a little bit more time forward. Like I said, gather my thoughts, and then we'll come back and take a look at the radio stations in Neuve Revergrad. See you in a second. Okay, this has taken quite a while. So here we are. This bus came, didn't drop anybody off, but this guy is going to drop off 3 workers. So our bus stop will be built. I didn't want to fire this up because I almost know some of the people over here won't get there. Now, it did give me a minute of sitting down here to look. Now, one of the reasons this took so long was my own fault because I built this little path, and that really just... I don't know. It just, like, they had like 30 workers here, and then but they had already just completed the last phase. Then they dropped off the 30 workers, but the machine alone had finished the first phase, and then it didn't have any steel. So literally the steel guy was right here, and all of the workers went away, and then it dropped off steel. And then in the meantime, it was just dropping off the 2 buses over to here so that it does this 2-bus thing. Why wouldn't it just send 1 bus out to here instead of sending 2? The most workers this needed, I don't know. It seems like it could be better if it didn't try to send 2 buses to the thing and each of them have 3% full, right? Just send 1 bus, unless this first bus is full, which it never really would be. I don't know. Does that make sense? In any event, well, we have some workers, and I think we're going to complete that. But as we complete that, I would like to do something else. Let's come over to here and here. I was looking at this, and these people are getting into here from both houses, right? If we look, if we build a footpath over to here, say, would that help them? Especially because this isn't a paved road. So I'm wondering if we were to go, like, say, from like as close to this one as we can. Yeah, as close as that as we can, right? And then do the same. We have the same problem over here, actually, with the middle building. Now, they could take a bus to get to the kindergarten, but, yeah, see, that'll be, right? Like, if we worked on those two things, would that, let's see what I'm saying? Like, would that get them that much closer? I think it might. I think that, you know, not walking around the corner just might do the trick. It's really awful close. All right, so let's go back to this. Not sure why I closed it. All right, and then we'll get this guy to work on those things. And then let's get at least one bus, if not two, to ride back and forth over here, or the other thing. So there we go. Yeah, so we'll see if that works. Now, we'll leave this a Tupaflu guy in case we want to build anything else. He'll be busy. Well, not busy, but he'll be doing something for a minute. Let's get 2 red buses. I think that should be... Hopefully that would be enough, right? And what we want them to do is go from here. Now, they're going to end up back to back, but we have 2 red buses, so... Oops. And then this one... I don't know what I did there. We're just going to get rid of all of that and redo this. All right, so you're going to go from there to here. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but you know what, you start. All right, there we go. All right. So we'll give that guy a little bit of time. Like I said, they're just going to end up back to back anyway. That really would be a big improvement if there was some method for scheduling these buses so that they didn't end up constantly back to back every time. All right, is that enough time? I don't know. We'll see. All right, so now the other thing I looked at is I think we have some plus 21s right here in Neuve Revergrad, and I think they would be as good as anyone else to grab a hold of. All right, we'll take them from there and there and there. What over here? Yeah. Grab some from here. All right, just alleviate the overload a little bit. And hopefully this goes well. Yeah, we'll just take it down to very few on each one of these. I don't necessarily want to fill these houses, but we probably should... There we go, that one's full. Close enough. All right, we got so many people that were there escaping as it is, so we might as well just get a boatload of them down here. See, now the reason I don't think we should necessarily be doing this... Oops. So we emptied out that flats. Good enough for me. Is I think what we're going to do is we're going to slam all our resources, right? Like these people are going to be going, you know, all over the place to get to whatever they need. And it's going to just sort of slam the stores with their, I'll call it the initial relocation needs. But on the good side is, either way, there's a certain number of these plus 21-year-olds would be escaping. So I kind of like the idea of bumping up, you know, what's the difference if they get unhappy here or or not. So I'll have to give them a few minutes to get their needs met. But see what I mean? Like, I think, you know, are they going to fill the bus stop type thing or the train station? The bus stops, you know, it doesn't really tell you how many they hold, does it? But, you know, so hopefully they'll get all their needs met, and that doesn't, you know, over time, hopefully they don't get unhappy. Now here we could probably use some more as well. And then on the other side of town. Now let's take a look. Did we do anything better? Yeah, so there's no kindergarten. And I'm thinking what we do on this side is maybe we will build another kindergarten. I would have done it on the other side, but it's sort of... Yeah, I want to do two things here. Let's... Oh, yeah, that won't fit there. That would have been nice if it did. Yeah, no way it's fitting right there. Now we could do... I was hoping to get it like there. Maybe we could get it... Yeah. Yeah, let's try... Let's just real quick cancel that road. Right, can I put you... like here? Because I think everybody would be able to reach that. Now, can I get a... Can I get my road in? No. Can I get it? Good. I thought I might be able to squeeze that together. All right, and then... Yeah, the other thing I would like to do while we're here, I don't think it will hurt, is to upgrade that and that to a walking road. Yeah, we won't do this one. Maybe we'll do that one next. And then the other thought was, you know, as we build these footpaths, is it worth doing the same thing over here on the other side is where I'm at. All right, I think it is. All right, so let's get this guy working on some more things. Now, the other question I had would be making this, you know, like a sidewalk road, would that be close enough? But this side isn't, right? So in other words, this house here can't get to that kindergarten, even though this is paved. And I'm assuming the distance is awful similar to this and this, like that. So in other words, paving this, I don't think is going to have any real benefit to them walking to the kindergarten. But let's see if that's close enough at that point. And then let's get E222, and this guy's just a supply depot, or, you know, he doesn't have any buses on him. So let's just assign some of this stuff. Doesn't connect. All right, and then that's all we can do over here. We'll get this guy hopefully bringing some extra supplies. Let's head back over here and get this one doing. Uh-oh. We got question marks on the buses. Yeah, so what I did was they're smart enough to go in there. But what I need to do is cancel that and that. Right. Now the good news is they already dropped off their people, but because I canceled that construction, yeah, look, they're still working. That's good to know, I guess. Yeah, I think they're going to complete that. I don't think I need to. So in other words, because they decided to come in this way, when I built this road and all, it caught them in between. So let's see if this gets done, and then I won't even reassign it if it does get done. I think it might, because it's just a gravel footpath. So, and then they won't quite be able to get there until we finish this. All right, so we won't upload or updo a lot of those. We won't put more people in here. How are our people doing here? Now we should have people. Okay, so this is the real point. Yeah, I think that's almost certainly going to get done. They have, yeah, they're only 3 hours into their shift. Good, so we're in good shape. That'll get built. These roads will get done. And then, so we are now broadcasting many things through our radio station. And let me go over what we have here. So this is, let me just open all of these up and we'll see how many people we're getting to each one. Put these on this side over here, just so we have a chance of knowing which one was which. Yeah, so it looks like we're broadcasting to all of them. And the question, Steve had asked the question, and this was really, I was just waiting on all of this construction over here to get done, and now it is. So the question is, how are we doing? I mean, does it make a big difference? Yeah, our TV station over on this end is weak, but that's understandable because I didn't move that many people into here. And does this keep them, like say over here, content when it comes to, like, I'm not sure exactly. Let's see. All right, what do we have going on? They should each be doing one thing, right? So, yeah, let's shrink, and then take a look at each one. We'll do the same thing over here, just so we don't have too many screens open. Move this over and this over. All right, so for example, we have Neuve Revergrad flats, and we want each one of these to do something. So this one's doing enthusiasm for sports. Now I'm assuming you want it low, right? Like, so in other words, that the sports enthusiasm like is low so that they don't want sports. Correct me if I'm wrong in that. And then if we come to here, cultural entertainment should be high. So that should show this one getting a lot better. And then the television station doesn't have a lot of people in it, but they're saying preference for alcohol, very low. Like we have low preference to have alcohol. So I'm assuming that would start lowering these numbers. Again, like I'm a little confused by the wording, and I'm not confident. No offense to the devs speaking. I'm sure they speak English far better than I speak Slovak or something along those lines. But the wording here, is this backwards? I mean, they're obviously different symbols, so I'm assuming that, you know, this would lower their need for those things, where these other things are going to say, oh, they're going to give you more Soviet propaganda. So I'm looking at this house. Which house is it? This one? No. I don't think it matters too much, but we'll come back and look at this house and see if it's made a difference to them. Now, the other thing is because we know we don't have any Soviet propaganda, low alcohol. By the way, here's Soviet propaganda. Let's make sure. Oh, we got cultural entertainment in there twice. So what don't we have? Anti-religious. Okay, we don't have anti-religious. Right, so this is educational strength, which I'm not sure, what does that do? Does that increase your education? Or, you know, I'm not sure I fully understand that, but let's... Now, why is that red? Anti-religious propaganda, 100%. Now, is that going to make them unhappy for other reasons? All right, so I think we now have them all covered. Good thing I checked. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And we'll take a look at these as time goes on and see. Let's see. We could always come back to the video if we have to, right? Yeah, no propaganda. No alcohol. Like, does that make that go up because this is negative? Like, they're satisfied? You know, you would think that might, like, follow me on this because it's a little bit complicated even in my own head. Like, enthusiasm for sports. If you put this on -100, does that mean that their sports is going to become more fulfilled because they have less need for the sports? Or same thing with alcohol. Is this going to become more fulfilled because they have less need for the preference for alcohol? I'd be curious to see. Or does it just affect these up here? Or, yeah, and then we'll see if, which one is the Soviet propaganda? Yeah, preference for alcohol. Cultural entertainment. Educational strength. This one. We have almost no one there. All right, which one are you? You're this one. Yeah, well, you'll get more people when we get these houses filled. But I don't necessarily want to fill these houses until I know there's a kindergarten. No, that probably doesn't make that much difference. You know what? Let's go ahead around the world and... Are we struggling here? No, we just don't have that many people, which is kind of fine because we're... Yeah, we don't really need that many more people there. Now, do we have plus 21s? Oh, we got a lot. Okay, yeah, let's... Thank you, game safe. Yeah, let's empty that building out and maybe that one. How about Tagliati? Didn't we just... we just opened up some more housing, so there shouldn't be a problem over here. Autograd? Yeah. We can steal more people out of Autograd, I think. Alright, that's probably enough for now. Alright, so what I'm thinking of is, even though these aren't completed, what's the difference if they escape from one place or the other? But let's not deliberately put them where we know they can't get to a kindergarten. Well, these guys probably can't get to a kindergarten. Yeah, the heck with it. We'll just fill them up. They're filling back up so fast. People can't wait to get out of their parents, huh? Okay, so all these houses up here are now full. Oh, maybe not. That's a good thing, though. Yeah, it deceives me when I look at this. There you go. Get some more people in. Okay, good. So those houses are all full. Let's... All right, so that should alleviate a lot of plus 21s in those places. How's old Farminski doing? Plenty of plus 21s. Yeah, we got plus 21s. We have plus 21s everywhere. Let's see if this is enough. Oops, went right past it. Like I said, does it... Does it really matter if they escape from here or someplace else? There we go. Now, it'd be nice if the plus 21s... I don't get the impression... Yeah, so we didn't quite overfill these, which is probably fine. Let them grow into it a bit. But are they getting happier? Building is without power supply. What? How is that a thing? I mean, I just built this one right here, I think. Alright, well, you know what? We're going to need power supply into this section of this city anyway. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, now let's see. If we come over here, here, and here. Alright, are you without power? Yeah, How did we end up with these guys? Yeah, I'm not seeing. So you have power to there. How about you? Yep. Yep. So it's just these over here, which I'd like to see. Can we get... Yeah, we could get from like here to there. So I'm assuming if I... Can I just come in? Yeah, maybe we go on the other side of the road like this. All right, do you have power? Yeah. So that would get, so I'm thinking we get as close as we can to get all those buildings, right? And that's really bad because now, right, and then I'm going to come over here, get rid of that. I'm going to switch like here. Really, you won't let me build that? I'm going to switch like here. Oh, come on. All right, so we'll commit to all of that, and then we'll, just for the sake of, I don't mind purchasing these switches, just to keep the electricity where we do have it. All right, so there we go. So now, yeah, let's just close everything. And then we're going to get over here. This is why we left a Tupaflu without too many extra projects. And we're going to get them working on that ASAP. And probably should have grabbed this one. And we'll get them working on this ASAP. They're, again, just dropping off supplies, so that should be good. And then, oh yeah, look. Are we getting people? All right, can you reach? Yes, that is the difference. Look, it's actually a shorter distance now to go to the school than it is the kindergarten. Good, so that means, oh good, this road's not done yet. Okay, well when this road's done, that means these people should be able to reach the other one. Yeah, they can't reach that one. I was wondering if they could get that far. So there's your distance difference right there. Like, how far will they walk? Well, about that. From here to here, they'll walk. From here to here, they won't. So that's a good gauge. All right, well, let me pause it for a minute, and we'll get our power back up, and then we'll finish up the episode. Well, you know what? Let's not pause it. For a couple reasons. I did want to talk to you guys about this. My life is getting busier here in 2020, and I'm not going to have much time during the week to record any episodes, so I'm going to try to record them during the weekend. So if you guys, by Friday or something, if you're watching the episodes, know that there's a good chance that I haven't gotten the latest updates, or if I haven't responded to your videos, that's going to be the general reason why. Now, it doesn't mean I won't sneak in recording a video during the week if I don't get them all done during the weekend, but it also means I'm going to be a little bit more inclined to do a shorter episode than I was before. Like, sometimes doing a longer episode, could take me quite a while, and I just don't have the time to make 7 episodes a week, and then, especially when it could, like, I did do an averaging thing. It takes me like 3 or 4 hours on average, in a sense, to make an episode. Maybe 3 is probably more fair. So when you think about that, because I'm running time forward when you guys don't see it. Now, sometimes they're like back to back and it's all quick, but, it sort of just depends on what's going on. I don't want to come in here while I'm just building these things. So forgive me if I don't react to your episodes until like next week, but that would generally be the trend. I don't know how well this is going to work out, but it worked out last week, okay? Where it let me focus on what I need to during the week, because I had gotten all. Now, the problem is it's winter time, so I have a few less things to do on the weekend anyway. The problem's going to come in when I have to get all those extra things done in life on the weekend. that I might not have enough time to make enough episodes during the week. So we'll see what happens. Let's not think of the worst, right? So in any event, so I think I might even just end this episode here, and we'll come back and take a look, is what I'm getting at with my new, get the episodes done. But I did want to come over here and point out two things. One, we're ready to start building this and that. So I'm going to I've been assigning this guy and giving him very few other jobs other than getting this done so we can get back to work on that. Now that we're this far along and that this is built, I think we need to... Yeah, I like the way this one opens it up, and there's no doubt, right? We can just put a dirt road there at that point. Like, there's no doubt that, like, the electrical one doesn't open up for some reason. I'm not sure. I don't fully understand that, but... And what this is over here, for those of you who don't follow every minute of every episode, is a construction office so that we can level out and build a railroad a little bit better, and a road over to Sakalis here. I don't even necessarily plan on putting any equipment in here other than like a bulldozer and a backhoe so that we could just get some leveling done so this railroad track can be nice. So that's the main purpose of this. Now I did get this other guy to start working on this road. Excuse me. And we have, many things getting done in here. We're getting things electrified, so I can see this needs to be worked on. But the other thing I knew would happen is that this guy would get stuck out here. So I do like my cancel semaphore thing. I may even end up rearranging these a bit, because I never used the cancel railway. And I'm thinking it might be nice to have the chain signal thing up there. Right? It's like right now I have a regular signal. It doesn't matter. It's just there to separate out. That's just construction signaling, mostly all forced, because when I was doing the other construction, they had to get past these signals, and once you have one signal, you need a bunch of signals. So it's better in your construction if you don't. Now we're going to still be constructing, so I don't want to get rid of those signals. So that's why I could send the two trains in here without them being all red. I might have to put a little more signaling over here at that point. Right, because if they come out here and the guy's all the way up there constructing, this will turn red. So now that we have this much done, you know what? I could get these guys. Yeah, let's get them doing another little project here, which, while we're waiting, I don't think there's any reason we can't electrify a good chunk of this. All right. At least up until this point. I'll leave that last point go in case we have to delete it. All right, but now, if you look, these guys, when they would come in here, would kind of stop right here. We could get them to stop here, or I could put another signal over here. All right, so if I just put... All right, that should let them get into here, and then, yeah, might as well signal this out just because I'm here signaling. Right, so now they should be able to get up to here, and as long as they can get in, they should be good to go. And what that means is that I can get this guy busy again. All right, so those, hopefully they'll be able to get out and in there. And then electrify that much while these guys are working on the building and the electric for over here. There will be a gas station, and that won't be bad. The gas station will be good to have even if I don't do too much with exporting by truck over there, because at least if we do ever export by truck, which we could with our bricks, right? If there's maybe, but really I plan on everything exporting by train, where we have bricks coming into here by truck, train takes them out, drops them off wherever we need, and then exports the excess. I think that's a good way to do it. One of the reasons, by the way, I got this done so we get the electric over to there, right? So it's the main reason I worked on that. And then let's see, we'll get this guy also. Do you have a paver? No. I'm going to get this guy, I don't think should be doing too much He has a roller and a paver. Yeah, get you to work on that. All right, and then how are we doing? Oh, look, we got all our power plants done. Thank goodness. That'll make things go so much quicker. I mean, it all needed to be done, so that we're not going to actually go quicker, but we'll see more happening. Like, in other words, we had to put in all the labor in this. There was no way around that. But now that all that labor's done, I think we're going to see more of these buildings popping up and getting done a lot more quickly. Just a lot of our manpower was going towards getting these things built right here. So, all right. Well, let me pause the video, or not pause the video. Let me, call it an episode here, and then when we come back, we will take a look at how we're doing in here. And look, we got our roads done. So can this guy reach the school? Moment of truth. Yes, very good. Good. So we got the kindergarten problem solved here. Then it's just going to be a matter of, are they getting happier? Oh, yeah, well, these people are pretty happy, and they're not. All right, so let's see. We're going to have some escapees until we get that electrical project done. So I will come back when we're doing the electrical project. And like I said, I want to do these videos back to back to back, and hopefully that works out for you guys. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.